Hello, this is Kim Ki-hyun from Richgo. Today, the number of construction company closures has increased significantly compared to last year. The growth rate is now over 20%. As a result, many construction companies are going out of business. One of the main causes is unsold properties. So let's take a look at where the unsold property crisis is located. It is reported that the number of general construction company closures has increased by 21% compared to the previous year. So, they are currently shaken by unsold properties and the insolvency of real estate PF. The increase in unsold properties and the spread of insolvency in real estate project financing have weakened the financial structure, which is the cause. It is said that as failing construction sites increase, especially in the provinces, more construction companies will be driven to closure or bankruptcy in the future. So if you look at the data here, there were 169 cases in 2021, then 261 cases in 2022, and a significant increase in 2023. But as of September, what is it? Yes, 357. It is estimated that if projected annually, this will increase to around 470 cases of closure. In particular, we refer to this as unsold properties. What this means is unsold properties after construction. As of last August, there are still 16,461 units unsold. This is a 2.6% increase compared to July. So it has increased. For 13 consecutive months, I will show you detailed data later, but the unsold property data is currently decreasing slightly. But the problem is the issue is that the unsold properties, which are still unsold even after construction, continue to increase. Here, some details are emerging. The developers, right. Those involved in the apartment housing business will receive the down payment and interim payments from the home buyers to recover construction costs. However, if unsold properties persist for a long time, the recovery of construction costs will become difficult and project costs will increase due to financing and marketing expenses, raising the risk of insolvency. So the spread of unsold properties is connected to real estate, project financing, and insolvency. If we consider it in terms of a factory, the money I invest includes my own funds, but there will also be loans, right? However, after investing money to produce goods, these items are not selling and are currently piling up as inventory. This is what is referred to as problematic unsold properties. So what? The interest is going out as it is. Right? You also have to pay marketing costs. Therefore, the possibility of insolvency can only continue to increase. Therefore, PF projects that have not secured business viability are inevitably faced with early repayment of loan funds and rising interest rates. In a high interest environment, an annual interest rate of around 10% is quite high, making it challenging to bear these loan interest costs. Now, let's look at the data to see where the unsold properties are concentrated. First, we will look at the total unsold properties. As you can see, the areas marked in red have a high number of unsold properties. It's clear that Gyeonggi Province has the most, with 9,567 units. The area with the highest number is Pyeongtaek, with 3,159 units. Following that, Anseong has 899 units, Icheon has 1,217 units, and Yangju has about 679 units. So, there are quite a few unsold properties in these areas of Gyeonggi Province. Next, Gyeongbuk also shows a red alert, with Gyeongju having 1,382 units and Gumi having 1,715 units, indicating a significant accumulation of unsold properties. In Busan, there are about 5,752 unsold units, particularly in Sasangu, Donggu, and Namgu. Daegu is also showing a red alert with 9,410 unsold units, which is almost comparable to Gyeonggi Province. Areas like Bukgu, Dalseogu, Namgu, and Suseonggu have a considerable number of unsold properties. Additionally, Gangwon Province has some as well, with Wonju having 1,777 units, Gangneung having 1,165 units, and Sokcho, despite being a smaller area, has 1,116 units. So, we can see that there are quite a few unsold properties in Gangwon Province, particularly in Wonju, Gangneung, and Sokcho. Now, looking at Chungcheongnam-do, Asan has the highest number of unsold properties, overwhelmingly so. In Jeollabuk-do, Gunsan and Iksan have a significant number of unsold properties, while in Jeollanam-do, Gwangyang has a high number of unsold properties as well. So we have checked where the unsold properties are concentrated by region. This time, instead of looking at the total unsold properties, let's examine where the completed constructions, specifically the problematic unsold properties, are concentrated. And here's a tip: a bad area cannot remain bad forever. At some point, the market may return to prosperity. And one of the really good opportunities is when there are unsold properties. Acquiring unsold properties in areas that are likely to improve in the future is one of the good investment strategies in real estate. So, what is one of the investments that has the potential for an ugly duckling to transform into a swan? Acquiring unsold properties in good locations that are currently underperforming but have potential to improve in the future can be a very good strategy. I think you can consider it as thinking and studying. This time, I looked at the data specifically for unsold properties, and the area that is in trouble is Gyeonggi Province. Where is it? Earlier, I saw that Pyeongtaek and Anseong had issues, but here there are no unsold properties at all. Where is it? In Gimpo City, Gyeonggi Province, there are currently 368 unsold properties. Next, there are 252 in Yangju City. Gyeongbuk is also facing issues, specifically in Gyeongju and Gimcheon. These two places currently have unsold properties that are problematic. In Busan, there are about 386 unsold properties in Sasangu and around 355 in Suyonggu. Additionally, in Gyeongnam, Gyeoje City has about 300 unsold properties. Now, looking at the problematic unsold properties, Daegu is also somewhat concerning, but the most critical area is Jeonnam. So the unsold property data is different, right? So who is ranked first in terms of problematic unsold properties by region? It is indeed Jeonnam. Therefore, Jeonnam has the highest number of problematic unsold properties. I think construction companies and developers in Jeonnam are currently facing significant challenges. Now, let's take a look at Jeonnam. Where exactly in Jeonnam? You can see it at a glance, right? Where is it? It is Gwangyang City. This is referred to as the Yosu-Suncheon Gwangyang area. Among the key regions in Jeonnam, Gwangyang currently has nearly 1 to 200 problematic unsold properties and completed unsold properties. So, who ranks first in problematic unsold properties nationwide? It's Gwangyang. So, Gwangyang has an overwhelming number of unsold properties. Among these, I won't specify exactly where, but in Jeonnam's Gwangyang, Gyeongnam's Gyeoje, Busan's Sasangu, and Suyonggu, North Gyeongsang's Gyeongju, Daegu's Donggu, and Suseonggu as well as Gyeonggi Province's Gimpo, and finally Chungnam's Asan and Gongju. What is this nowhere? In the next 1 to 2 years, there are definitely areas that will hit the bottom and rise. And if you acquire unsold properties in these areas that have decent locations and are not too bad, it could be a very good strategy. So, when it comes to investment, you should think like this. If everyone thinks it's good, is there really an opportunity here? There isn't. When everyone says that stocks or real estate are good, there are no opportunities. So where are the opportunities? It's not very good right now. However, there are quite a few areas that have a high possibility of improving in the future. So, it would be good to pay attention to this. Also, we are running such promotional ads on the Richgo app. And if there are people struggling with their businesses in these regions who need advertising, please contact us at Richgo. We can collaborate and help if there are areas where we can assist. That's all for today, and I will greet you again next time. Thank you.